Hello student, today in the third part of this video I am going to explain line wise explanation. Look the line. Yes, it will be very easy. You just come to school every day. Will you come? Right there. Further said here about Bhole that really she is very excited to regain her confidence. That is why the teacher appreciate her and said that she could do better than previous if she come school every day. She also asked question, will she come? First Bhole nodded, denied. Then after sometimes she say yes. And Bhole herself was astonished that she had been able to say it. When Bhole said yes, she herself surprised that she can able to speak yes. Didn't I tell you? Now take this book. The book was full of nice pictures and the picture were in color: dog, cat, goat, horse, parrot, tigers and a cow just like Lakshmi. And with every picture was a word in big capital letter. Now Bhole started to watch the book very affectionately. She saw the book was full of nice pictures and there were many pictures. The picture of dog, cat, goat, horse, parrot, tiger and cow. She compared the picture of cow with the cow of her own Lakshmi. And with every picture was a word in big black letter. And with every picture there was a black big letter. Now look the line. In 1 month you will be able to read this book. Then I will give you a bigger book and then a still bigger one. In time you will be more learned than anyone else in the village. Then no one will ever be able to laugh at you. People will listen you to with respect and you will be able to speak without the slightest stammer. Understand? Now the teacher further said that after a month she would able to read the book well, and when she learned the book the teacher promised her to give more bigger book than this, and then after she gave her still bigger than once. In this way, she further said that Bhole would be able to learn anything in the village, and she further advised her that when she learned to speak or other, no one people laughed at her, and also the people listened her with respect, and she could able to speak anything without any stammering. Understand? Now go home and come back early tomorrow morning. Teacher further advised her to go home and said that return tomorrow morning. Bhole felt as if suddenly all the bells in the village temples were ringing and the trees in front of the schoolhouse had blossomed into big red flowers. Her heart was throbbing, beating plastic with a new hope and a new life. To get the word of teacher, Bhole really became very happy because she found a new hope where she can able to fulfill her dreams as well as able to understand and regain her respect. In this way, she realized that she really got a new life in the school. Now, see the line. Thus, the year passed. The village became a small town. The little primary school became a high school. There were now a cinema under a tin shed and a cotton ginning mill. The mail train began to stop at their railway station. As the time passes, everything has been changed. Now her small village changed into a small town. The primary school now changed into the high school. Now in her village there was a cinema that is also under a tin shed, and also there was a cotton mill. As time passes, the mail train also start at her railway station. One night after dinner, Ramlal said to his wife, "Then shall I accept Bisambar proposal?" One night, Ramlal, after taking dinner, he asked to his wife that would she able to accept the proposal of Bisambar. Yes, certainly, his wife said. His wife agreed to saying that certainly he would accept the proposal of Bisambar. Bolly would be lucky to get such a well-do bridegroom, a big shop, a house of his own, and I hear several thousand in the bank. Moreover, he is not asking for any dowry. His wife happily agreed to say that Bisambar was a rich man. He had a big house. He had many bank balance. And the next is Bisambar did not want any dowry for marriage with Bholi. That is why his wife said that it is good lesson for her. That is right, but he is not so young, you know, almost the same as I am, and he also limbs. Moreover, the children from his first wife are quite grown up. Ramlal further advised her that Bisambar was not a young man. He was old like him, and also he was limbs, and from his first wife the children now grown up, so that is unmatched relation. There is no match with the relation of that man. So what does it matter? His wife replied, 45 or 50, it is no great age for a man. We are lucky that he is from another village and does not know about her pock marks or her lack of sense. If we do not accept this proposal, she may remain unmarried all her life. His wife further replied that there is no matter what is the age, because the 40 or 45 or 50 years is not enough for a man. She further said that they were lucky that that man is belong to the other village and he did not know anything about his pockmarks or lack of sense. She further added that if they did not accept that proposal, it may be Bholi spend her whole life without marriage. Yes, but I wonder what Bholi will say. Ramlal further said that he thought what the reaction of Bholi. What will that witless one say? She is like a dumb cow. His wife said that what The remark of Bhole. Bhole is just like as a dumb cow. Maybe you are right, muttered Ramlal. Ramlal whispered that it may be she was right and her decision was also right. In this way, both agree to do marriage with Bisambar Prasad. In the other corner of the courtyard, Bholi lay awake on her cot, listening to her parents' whispered conversation. Bholi was also lying on the cot. She was in half sleep. She listening the conversation of her parents. Visambar Nath was a well-to-do grocer. He came with a big party of friends and relations with him for the wedding. A brass band playing a popular tune from an Indian film headed the procession with the bridegroom riding a decorated horse. Ramlal was overjoyed to see much pomp and splendor. He had never dreamed that his poor daughter would have such a grand wedding. Boli's elder sisters, who had come for vacation, were envious of her love. Ramlal just remembered that remembered that she had been married with a big grocery man. So this man was big. Then no doubt his relations and friendship, those are belong to big families, and also a brass band playing in popular tool. An Indian film headed the processes, and the bridegroom must be come with the ride with a decorated horse. Ramlal was overjoyed to see such pomp and display. Ramlal became very happy to think such pomp and splendor object. He further said that he had never dreamed that his four daughters would get married with a grand person, and no doubt the sister of Bhole's get enemies with Bhole because she went in a big families, and also they were envious with the luck of Bhole. When the auspicious moment came, the priest said, "Bring the bride." Then the auspicious moment came, and the priest, the person who arranged the marriage ceremony, called to bring the bride. Boli, clad in a red silken bridal dress. Boli was decorated with a red silken bridal dress, was led to the bride place near the sacred fire. She had been taken at the place of bride near the sacred fire. Garland the bride, one of his friend prompted Bisambarnath. The friend of Bisambarnath just said to Bisambar to garland the bride. The bridegroom lifted the garland of yellow marigold. A woman slipped back the silken veil from the bride's face. Bisambar took a quick glance. The garland remained posed in his hand. The bride slowly pulled down the veil over her face. Bridegroom just started to put the garland in her head. At that same time, a woman just pushed back the silken sarees. Bisambar just took a glance of her face. Then he started to put the garland in her head. Then after the bride slowly put down the veil over her face. "So what, you are not young either?" Have you seen her? Said December to the friend next to him. She has pock marks on her face. December just told his friend that look her face. There were many pock marks on her face. That is why she was not beautiful. So what? You are not young either. Her friend advised her that you are not young either too. Maybe, but if I am to marry her, her father must give me 5,000 rupees. December further said that if he get married with that, her father must give him 5,000 rupees. Ramlal went and placed his turban, his honor at December's feet. Do not humiliate me, to take 2,000 rupees. Ramlal just went and put his turban into the feet of December to say that take 2,000 rupees. No, 5,000, or we go back. Keep your daughter. Be a little considerate, please. If you go back, I can never show my face in the palace. Then, out of this pipe, tears streaming down his face, Ramlal went in, opened the safe, and counted out the notes. He placed the bundle at the bridegroom's feet. Then Ramlal went inside. There she opened the safe, counted the money, and placed the bundle of note on the feet of bridegroom. Okay, friend. Thanks.